trained by the Institute for Family Professionals, also known as IFP. IFP is a program of Lakeside Educational Network which provides ongoing training to family professionals who serve children and family systems in our greater Philadelphia area. Our hangout today is co-sponsored by Lakeside and the United Way of Greater Philadelphia and Southern New Jersey. Hi, I'm Angela Denny, and today we're speaking with Kelly. And Kelly's going to share some of her experiences as an IFP participant. Kelly, can you tell us your full name and what agency it is that you work for?
My name is Kellie Kenyon, and I work for Spring Garden Academy.
And what particular role do you have at Spring Garden, Kelly?
I'm a lead pre-K teacher, and I currently work in a combined pre-K kindergarten class, working with kids ages 3 to 6-year-olds.
Okay, so you have the little tykes you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
I understand you've taken some of our IFP training. What principles or theories or skills or useful information have you gotten out of those classes that you'd like to share with us today?
I've learned so much from them that I use all the time, not just at work but in my personal life. But I'd like to talk about the iceberg today.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so that theory of the iceberg, Kelly, what in particular has helped your students with that theory?
It's really, since I learned about it, it's changed my whole way of thinking about teaching and really how I approach people in general, but especially at school. I remember the day after I learned it, there was a little girl who I had been struggling with. I was new to Philadelphia, new to working with the population of kids that I work with, and we have a lot of kids that are trauma impacted in my school, and we just would butt heads all the time. And the iceberg teaches you to not look at the child and say what's wrong with you, but what's happened to you, and think about what's underneath the outward behavior, the emotional the emotional health and the relational health, and depending on how those are for the child, it will affect their outward behaviors, which is what we all see and what we all respond to. And I remember going in and sitting back and just looking at her and just thinking, what has happened to her? What do I know about her life that has happened to her? And she saw me looking at her, and I called her over, and she came over and sat on my lap, and we just started talking, and I was asking her some just general questions, and she just started to cry, and I'm going to try not to cry thinking about it, but she started to cry, and I just hugged her, and we just sat there, and from that day on, our relationship was completely different, and I just started to use that with all of the kids, really, and just noticed that my whole my emotional health going into the job every day was completely different, because I wasn't going in there ready for a battle. I was going in trying to think, how can I smooth out the cracks in their icebergs? And I still, to this, I use it, and it's helped me with parents. I've talked to parents about it, and just, tried to explain to them. A lot of our parents have actually taken a Nurture the Parent class through IFP, so they've learned the iceberg, and a lot of them talk about how that has changed them and helped them even dealing with their children. So
it sounds, Kelly, like you got your hands full there with a lot of students who were not so positively impacted, with this trauma situation. So what would you say as far as about that iceberg theory? Could you give an example of how you think what you've learned through that theory has really impacted that child or those parents in particular?
I think that it's with the kids. I think that because the way that I react to them is different, because I'm reacting to what could be happening with them emotionally instead of what their actions are showing. So it helps them feel safer with me, and it helps them trust me more. And once they feel safe and trusting, it makes the learning and everything else kind of fall into place a lot easier. And it helps just their relationships with their friends. Like we teach them how to talk to their friends, and instead of responding to what's happening, trying to use their words and talk through situations. And before I learned about this, I would automatically react to the outward behavior instead. Mm-hmm. And so I think through me learning that, it's helped me teach the children how to do that too. And it's I see it on a daily basis, the kids learning to use their words, and I really believe that it goes back to learning the iceberg theory.
Mm-hmm. So I guess they, with trauma in the picture, they have probably a tough time with trust. So it sounds like what you're seeing is a little bit more as you get relational with them, the trust barrier is opened up a little bit more, so that they're more eager to trust in you, to learn, to trust other kids, that kind of a thing?
Definitely. As their relational health gets improved, one of the things that they taught us with it is once we can nurture them, and it's like pouring warm water on the iceberg, and it helps smooth out the cracks. And for kids that are trauma impacted, it can even take out chunks instead of just the cracks, and just really helping to repair that relational health will in turn help them feel safer, which is their emotional health. And then it makes the top smoother. If the iceberg is tilted on one side, it's going to be rocky on the top. And so helping to smooth out those lower levels are going to help the outward behaviors even out too.
Mm-hmm. Well, we appreciate you pouring warm water on a situation there, Kellie. It sounds like that has helped. Mm-hmm. What other things would you want anyone to know about IFP, or how was IFP training different than perhaps other training you have had throughout your career?
IFP is completely different from any other professional developments I've gone to. I've lived in a couple other states and taught there and done trainings, and I've never gone to anything that really nurtures the teachers and the staff, and just being able to come together with people of all different positions, different jobs. There's teachers, there's administrators, there's people that work in organizations that aren't in the classrooms. So getting to hear the different the experiences at the different levels, mm-hmm. and then just being able to come in and feel nurtured myself. We always start each session with a reflection time, and you always have the option, there's no pressure to share, but if you do choose to share, I know that it's a safe environment and I'm not going to be judged for what I say. And sometimes they'll offer feedback, sometimes not, but just to be able to decompress before the class starts helps you be able to focus on what you're learning instead of going into a room and being lectured to when you have all this stuff in your head already from your day.
Exactly.
So it's really nice.
Well, Kellie, thank you so much. We really appreciate your candid thoughts and your authenticity, and especially for rushing and having to stay late for your job and flying in here and barely catching your breath. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you
so much. For more information regarding IFP, please visit us at our website at ifpros.net and like us on our Facebook page at Institute for Family Professionals. Thanks for your interest in IFP. I'm Angela Denny, and have a great day.